Yippee-doo! I am alive. Ah! Dropped my paper. I am live. Whippy-doo. Let's see how we go. Excuse me if things are a bit higgledy-piggledy here a minute. Hopefully that won't fall over. Right. Paint, 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 paint. Ha, 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 ha. Where can we put this? Put this up here. Let's put this up here. Right, well that doesn't seem too bad. That doesn't seem too bad. Ah, don't make that noise. Right, we want Panzer Aces and German Sea Pale Brown. Nobody here yet, not to worry. I could be here all day on my own. But if I am, I am. Right. German Sea, good morning one person. Hope you're well one person. I'll say so. When a few more of you join in, I'll say so. I've got something to say. Right. Good morning. Hope you're well, matey. Are you warm enough in the heat? It's too hot. It's too hot. There you can see that. A very cheap old brush, which I use for stirring, mixing paint. Don't mix it with your good brush. If you must mix paint with a brush, use an old one. Never throw your old brushes away. Yeah, never throw your old brushes away, folks. Here we go. Always keep your old brushes. Very well, I missed that comment then. Let me just wash that out a minute. What was that comment, Barry? Lovely. Oh, I like a good game of cricket. I gotta say, I do like a good game of cricket. Yeah, we got a local team here in the village that I go to from time to time. If I know there's a game on and there's good weather, I'll go and sit at the edge of the pitch and watch. Very enjoyable game. There isn't a better game actually than cricket, really. Very enjoyable game. They always say football is our national sport. Shouldn't be. It should be cricket. I got a lot of cricket autographs here, which I like very much. The one I'm most proud of that I got here, cricket autograph, is Geoffrey Boycott. I'm chuffed to bits to have Geoffrey Boycott, but I got Ian Botham and most of the test match special team I got, you know, Brian Johnson and Jonathan Agnew and all them people. I got Henry Blofeld, I got here, which is nice. I do like a good game of cricket, I gotta say. Right, let's get on with some of these. Just doing the dark bits around the eyes, above and below the eyes, and bit here, behind the ears, a little bit in the ears, and the jawline. And that's a mixture of, as you've probably just seen, Panzeraisis flesh base and German sea pale brown. It's just a mixture of the two. And just go around the eyes and get the eyes a proper shape. You probably wouldn't see that if I put that up to the camera. You probably can see that. The eyes are far too big and sort of boggly, if you like. So you narrow them down with your darker colour. Well, that's the theory behind it anyway. That's the theory behind it. Yeah, it sure is warm here. I've been trying. Been trying very much to paint here, but it's been so hot. Paint has been drying on the palette. Damn it. Ah, crap. So that's what I was going to say. We're going to have to suck it and see how we go today. Pale sand, because there's a bit on the palette already. It may be a case that the paint just keeps drying on the palette, in which case we might have to quit, or it may be a case that we have to quit because my hands are aggravating me too much. But I tell you what, they are painful at the moment, my hands. I got a lot of pains in my forearms as well. So, we'll just have to suck it and see how we go. Right, made a pig's ear of that. So just have to do them again. But that's the thing. That's the thing, if you make a pig's ear doing them, you can just go over them with, I was going to say white, it's not white, it's pale sand I'm using. Just go over them with pale sand again, let it dry and line in the eyes again and just do it again. That's what you got to do. That's all you got to do. So we'll leave that dry a minute. Let's go for the next one. Our gendarme. Not very keen on this figure, this gendarme. Not a great figure by Mini Art for sure. But, you know, it is what it is. Come on, stop shaking. try and keep going with this, because what else am I going to do today? I mean, the shortwave radio is rubbish at the moment, so it's not worth listening to. So what else am I going to do today? Anyway, I want to get these done anyway, so. That's not too bad, all things considered. And nobody's going to be looking at them that close anyway, so we won't worry too much about it. Tell you what I was watching last night. I don't know how it'll turn out. I don't know for sure. What we was watching last night was that one. So I've only watched the first episode so far. And hopefully it'll be a nice classic. Yeah, absolutely. I hand undercoat. All right. Sorry, I missed your comments there. All right. What was that saying? Exhausted afterwards. Yeah, I know. I hand undercoat. Yeah, I do too. I hand undercoat. I don't spray them because I've tried that, spraying them, and it's not a healthy environment with all the spray, and even with wearing a face mask, it's not a healthy environment. And I think you have more control over the situation if you do it by hand. So that's what it is. The only thing with hand undercoating is, hand priming is, you've got to be careful of very fine air bubbles in the finish. You've got to be careful of that. But other than that, yeah, these are all hand primed in that one. German dark yellow. Dunkelgelb. Dunkelgelb. It's my primer of choice. Also 4 stories are ace. Spearhead from space. Yes. Yeah. What was that? That Spearhead from space? Inferno, yeah. I can't recall. I don't think I've watched Inferno yet. In fact, I'm pretty certain I haven't. I'm watching them in chronological order. So I've done Spearhead from Space, which was the first one. Then it was the Silurians or something. Hello, good morning. Greetings from down under. Winter evening down here. I'm Doctor Who fan. Sad to hear the BBC are releasing the next series on pay TV instead of free to air. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Ah. Silurians, yes. So that's the second one I watched, and this is the third story. I managed to find on eBay somebody selling as a job lot every Doctor Who with Jon Pertwee, so I have all of them. So I just watch them in chronological order now, which is fantastic. He was, to my mind, Inferno is next. It's amazing. To my mind, he was the best Doctor Who, John Pertwee, but it's horses, of course, it's what you like. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying them. Not overly convinced by this winter time in Australia. Wow. I bet your winter time is like our summertime. Fantastic. So it must be pretty late night there in Australia, surely. What is it about -1 and flip it round or something? Is it? So you'll see 9:25 at night there or something? Don't know. Don't know. But it sure is hot here this morning. Oh, I have to do something in a minute. I have to do something in a minute. I'll show you what I have to do in a minute. I'm not convinced by this figure at all. Thinking I might buy some more of the Armory Painter paints. That's what I'm thinking I might do later. Right, I gotta do something in a minute. I'll show you what I gotta do. Because I had a request last week. Hello, Ralph. Nice to hear from you. Winters are cold, but nothing like as cold as yours. No, absolutely. 1925. Oh, so it's 7:25. Oh, so about 3 hours. I guess it depends which part of Australia you're in. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello, Karen. Winters are cold, but nothing like yours. Yeah. Nice video. Nice video, Ralph, on the, you was up on the high ground. Was it Shropshire you was in? Yeah, nice. Nice, looked very nice. Perfect place to try a shortwave radio. Really high up. Yeah, first thing I gotta say is, look. I still have, if anybody wants, this fridge magnet, if anybody wants, and also this keyring, Airfix keyring. So if anybody wants them, just let me know. I'll send them to you. That's the keyring I bought for me, the football set, which I got here actually. So if anybody wants either of them or both of them, just let me know. You can have them. I'll send them to you. I don't want anything for them. I bought them for people to have. But anyhow, I had a request after last week's live cast. Sorry, my brain's not going at the moment. From Angkor Wat in Germany. Daylight savings causes the very 2 or 3 hours difference from coast to coast. Such a big place, isn't it, Australia? Such a big place. Yeah, from difference in west to east. Yeah. So as I was saying, Angkor Wat left a request. Could we see the ape dude? he wanted to see the ape dude. He was referring to um, my buddy here, Ely Folkmanis. So for him, we'll have a few minutes with Ely Folkmanis. Good morning. Hi. How you doing? You okay? Yeah. Mappé Monday in Hereford Cathedral, one of Goodrich. What was that? Goodrich Castle and one of Ryland sheep. Yeah, you're a fridge magnet collector, aren't you, Ralph? Yeah, I must admit, I got quite a lot of the Airfix ones on my fridge now. I must have about 20, 25, something like that. But they do a whole gamut of these things. You okay? Yeah. You slept okay? Yeah. You happy? Yeah. Is that all you say? Yeah. Yeah. You don't say anything else like that? Well, I don't know. Don't know what you want to say. Are you hot enough? Too hot? You're too hot. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I guess it's not a lot of fun being in a fur coat, is it? Not in this weather. It's not nice. I'm sweating. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You haven't got BO, have you? No. Why did I have BO? Well, I don't know. If you're sweating, you can get BO. Lift your arm up. No, you're okay. Yeah. Okay. You slept okay? Yeah. You want to say hello to everybody? Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a nice Saturday. I hope you're all not too hot. What is the temperature where I am? I will tell you exactly. Give me just a second. I'll look at the thermometer. 75, 78 degrees. The temperature where we are on the thermometer is 78 degrees. It's gone down a little bit. The other day it was like, I was trying to paint Thursday, it was 80 degrees in here. And that was with the windows open and stuff. And it was just murder, it was just murder. And you could visibly see the paint drying on the palette. A wet palette, you top it right up with water, and you can visibly see the paint drying. And I just gave up, I just quit. You can't work like this. So I gave up. And then, like I say, yesterday I had to go out, the usual 26-mile round trip to the bank. So I had to do that. And then I came back, had dinner and sit down for like an hour. And then I had to go in town again in a different direction. Go to another town, see my doctors, or see the nurse anyway, a 3-monthly jab in my butt to stop me turning into a toad, if you see what I mean. So I had to do that. And, so that left no real time yesterday for painting, so we didn't do any of that yesterday. But we'll see how we go today, won't we? Yeah. What was we saying? I don't know. I forgot. You forgot. Yeah. I was talking about your fur, wasn't me? You okay now? No. No. I'm too hot. You're too hot. Yeah. Well, I can't do nothing about it. Ah, shit. It's just, I'm hot as well, you know? It's just the weather. You can't do anything about it. We had a bit of rain last night, didn't we? Yeah. We thought we might get a thunderstorm or something, but we didn't actually. It just drizzled a little bit, and then it went on its way. I gotta be careful if we get thunderstorms around here, because I got like, a good 600 foot of copper wire up in the loft for antennas for my shortwave. So if that gets struck by lightning, we'll all go up in a puff of smoke, won't we? Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. No. Hey, what? What time do we finish? Oh, a bit later. Why'd you say that? I'm hungry. You're always hungry, you Folkmanis. Yeah. Let's go eat. You wanna go eat? Yeah. What do you want to eat? Pizza? Ah, no, 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 you can't have pizza. Hi. Pizza upsets you. The cheese, you can't eat the cheese, Ely, because it upsets you. What happened last time you ate pizza with cheese? Oh, yeah. I got the shits. You got the shits, yeah. So you can't have pizza, can you? No. Oh, hell. But you can later, you can have tea with honey and cookies, okay? Ah, hey. And you can watch Doctor Who again, okay? Okay. John Pertwee. Yeah, John Pertwee, yeah, you can watch him, okay? Okay. Hey, what? How about they watch Kojak? You want to watch Kojak? Yeah, yeah. A big Kojak fan, aren't you? Yeah. Knows all the characters, don't you? Oh, yeah. C.I. Kojak, Daddy Crocker, Star Ross. Oh, you know them all, don't you? Yeah. Who loves your daddy? Listen, can you go and play with Charlie? Hi. Because I got to do painting. I got to talk to, ladies and gentlemen, I got to do painting. Ah, okay. And you behave with Charlie, and you don't let him pull your ears again, okay? You tell him not to. If he starts pulling your ears, you tell him not to, okay? Okay. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a nice Saturday. Don't get too hot, and I'll see you again. Bye. There you go. So, just for Angkor Wat in Germany, that was Ely, Ely Folkmanis. Fast becoming a celebrity. See, that's another thing, you see, which annoys, or it doesn't annoy me, it sort of upsets me a bit. If I lose it in my hands, not being able to paint miniatures is a real drag. It's gonna pee me off a bit. But if I use that, I can't work him. I can't work him. And he's great for stress relief and PTSD and all that. He's great for that. And if I can't work him, I will be annoyed. I will be annoyed. Right. What are we on? Water. Where's me water? There it is. That little bottle, it just has distilled water in it, and I've put a few drops on the palette, and then I can dip the brush in it just to keep the paint reasonably workable. Even more so in the heat, you need to keep it sort of not too thick. So same again, just top and bottom of each eye, just to thin them down a bit, make them more eye-shaped and a lot less like cat's eyes. It's not always easy. And the brush I'm using for this is a Rosemary & Co. 3.0 brush. Don't know whether you can see that. Oh yeah, but everybody just about to see that. Yeah, Rosemary & Co. 3.0. There you go. I'm trying not to shake too much when I do this. Just a little bit. I see how Boris got found out for lying then. Crikey, tell us something we didn't know. The guy is a habitual liar. Trouble is, you can always tell when he's lying because his lips move. Right. One of these things with painting these eyes is you gotta be careful you don't go too far with it, then you make a pig's ear of it. That's not too bad. We'll settle for that. We'll settle for that. As I've said to you in previous videos, the detailing on the faces of these mini art figures is not all it might be. But as I've said in previous videos, you give an average figure a decent paint job, you can lift it enormously. So hopefully that's what we can do here with these mini art figures. Yeah, not too bad. It's going to look okay, I think. And just a little bit down the jawline. Oh, that's my eBay. God, I'd already heard that. I know that's my eBay. Sorry for not saying anything every now and again, but I'm concentrating and trying not to make a pig's ear of this. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, Karen. And also a little bit dark colour between the fingers as well. Just to give them a little bit of definition as well. There we go. This guy's actually smoking a cigarette. Well, what else would you do with it? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's not too bad. Time to get some highlights on that as well. That's not too bad. I could just that's better. Right, we'll quit at that for that one. Right, I'll go over the rake. Quite a nice figure actually, but the hands are too big for the rake handle. They needed to go like that more, and I was worried that I would try forcing them and break them or something like that. So yeah, I suppose there is a way around it of doing it, getting them to squeeze up. I don't know what the answer is. Softening the plastic in warm water or something. I don't know. Somebody out there might be able to tell me how you go about doing that. But he doesn't look too bad from front on. He doesn't look too bad. Well, the paint seems to be staying not too bad on the palette, so we'll persevere with it. Just to see how far we get. Nice to have a few nice to have a few civilians, because it adds a touch of reality to the thing. Adds a touch of reality, rather than just painting all military figures all the time. Come on, this is too thick, come on. Come on, Karen, you can do it. A little bit in the corner here. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think I'm going to quit at that on those eyes. I think I'm going to quit at that. Yeah, it looks like he's been sleeping for a month. Not to worry. A little bit under the chin. Can't put any under the nose because he's got a moustache, this guy, so a little bit in the ears. And a tiny bit in the ears, a little bit behind the ears. So one thing I have to do today, I'll tell you what I have to do today, and that's do a revised design. A revised design for a banner for our local WI. I've been commissioned to make the banner for WI, which is no big deal because I've got a sewing machine here so I can do it. But I've got to submit a revised design for approval so that everybody's sort of happy with it. So I've got to do that today. There we go. Voila! Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll settle for that, Karen. Right, let me check the comments in a second. Good morning, number 6, whoever you are. Just a sixth person jump on the list. Right, bit of flesh tone here, just a little bit too much of the dark tone, so go over it with the flesh base just to blot it out a bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll quit at that on that figure. Right, have we got any comments here? Let's have a look. I got a... No, nobody said anything. Okay. You're all intent on watching me. That's fine. Yeah, this primer, this yellow Dunkelgelb primer, it goes on very well, I gotta say. That was just Cat Roger. Good morning. Good morning, Cat Roger. Hope you're well. This primer goes on very well. That was just one coat I gave them. What I find is, with all Vallejo primers, when you're putting it on by brush, I always use it like an old, I've got an old tea plate, and I put the primer on the tea plate, ready for applying to the miniatures. I always find it, if you leave it a couple of minutes, just to start to thicken a wee tad, it goes on better, and there's not so many air bubbles on the miniature, so that's what I tend to do. But this is much better. This Dunkelgelb is much better than the white, Vallejo white primer. I used to use the white, and it's too thin. Awful problem with a lot of air bubbles in it when you apply it, and it even allowing it to thicken a bit, it's still very thin. So I went to the yellow, and it's better consistency, thicker consistency. So I just stick to the yellow now. Yes, yes indeed. And it's gone on really lovely. My primer of choice. My primer of choice, Dunkelgelb. So tell me, if you don't mind, what are you all doing this weekend? Anybody doing anything interesting this weekend? Or are you just trying to stay out of the heat, like me? Sugar. Come on, Karen, you can do better than this. Stuck that brush right in the center of his eye then, with the brown on it. Rats. Gonna have to do that eye again, folks, as often happens. Right, we'll let that dry. What are you all doing? Seagull's belly aching as usual. Anybody out there that's subscribed recently, thank you very much. It's always nice to get new subscribers. Yes, I looked at the clock this morning, it has gone up a little bit. So thank you very much to any of you that's subscribed. I'm always grateful for new subscribers. It's nice to know that people like what you do. Staying out of the heat, painting 172nd Republican Romans. Recovering and avoiding the sun. Yes, I can imagine, Ralph, it was a long trip. So I can understand you recovering. But it did look lovely where you were too. I gotta say, it did look lovely. What make are your Republican Romans? Are they plastic or metal figures? I've got a lot of plastic 172nd Romans here. Some of the Zvezda ones look lovely, the Romans. I tell you, it looks really, really good by Zvezda in 1/72nd scale. That's the medieval peasants' army. I can hardly wait to have a crack at that at some point. Beautiful, beautifully detailed figures. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing, Karen? So everybody seems to be trying to avoid the heat, which is understandable. Come on. What's this, 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock. Yeah, time flies. Time flies, that's for sure. Oh, crap. Got that one wrong again. So I'm going to have to repaint that eye again. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Made a picture of it. Must be the heat. Blame it on the heat. Yeah, that blotch right in his eye. Wretched nuisance. I hate making mistakes. One thing the heat has been good for. So I'll make a bit of jam with them when I've got 5 minutes. Right. As I made a picture of this, I have to go back over it with the pale sand again. Damn nuisance, eh? Damn nuisance. Right. We'll leave that dry a second and go back to this one. Because we made a pig's ear of this one as well. We're not doing very well here today. Blame it on the heat. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the old Doctor Who's, I gotta say. I don't mind Tom Baker either, actually, as Doctor Who. He's okay. I sort of, when he went, I sort of stopped watching a bit after that. But I guess, you know, it's what you like, I guess, isn't it? But that's a little bit sad that they're putting it on the new stuff. They're putting it on pay-per-view. Who is Doctor Who at the moment then? Is that a man or a woman? I know it was a woman at one point, wasn't it? So who's Doctor Who at the moment then? Who is Doctor Who at the moment? Jesus, I can't believe I fucked that up again. Come on, Karen. The guy I thought, tell you something, the guy I thought didn't get any credit for Doctor Who and totally gets ignored and never mentioned, that's Peter Cushing. I thought he did quite a good job in the movies as Doctor Who. He made 2 Doctor Who movies. I thought he did quite a good job, actually. I didn't think they were that bad. And of course, nice with the old Daleks going around. And that was nice because it was sort of like the first time you had a, how can I put it, monster, I suppose you could say, that didn't look like somebody in a rubber suit. That was a great idea. Whoever came up with the idea of the Daleks, that was a great idea. That was a great idea. Three Feet Rule, Wargame Atlantics. Yeah, I'll check that out later. 3 Feet Rule. He does some nice painting. 3 Feet Rule. Go check him out if you haven't already. 3 Feet Rule. Lives in the same county as me, Cornwall. Although he's up top end bit. St. Austell. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not a bad place. Although I have to say, getting a little bit run down now, if I'm honest, St. Austell, but that isn't everywhere. It isn't everywhere. Come on, come on. That's not too bad. I think we might stick at that on those eyes. He got a moustache. Yeah, I think he's got a moustache, that guy, isn't he? Okay. Have to... paint in the moustache in a bit. Okay. Right, let's put a bit on the ears. It is drying a bit on the palette, this paint, but I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. Right, where's my mixing brush a minute? Gotta mix a bit more of this a minute. mix a bit more of this up. Yeah, it's just drying a little bit here, but it's nothing we can't cope with. We'll keep it moist. Oh. Spill the water on the bench, Karen. Right, there you go. Keep it as wet as we can keep it. Mop up the water there. Right, here we go. Sugar. It's the wrong brush, Karen. Ouch. That's the brush you were using. Come on. Right, a little bit down the jawline of this guy. Just to darken that up a bit. Yeah, it's as good as it's going to get. As good as it's going to get. It'll have to do. It'll have to do. And like I said to you about these figures, all we're aiming for is a good sort of tabletop standard. We're not entering these for a competition or something, so as long as they look sort of reasonably okay, we're happy with that. You know, as long as it rats. As long as it doesn't look like the Elephant Man. So now I've put a big splodge of dark tone in the eye, so I'm going to have to wrap. Come on, Karen. Right, I have to leave that dry a minute. Oh dear, oh dear. Nothing that can't be put right. Right, so I'll go with this little child figure. See how we get on with her. Right, that's a bit wide there. Let's narrow that down a bit. That's not too bad. Yeah, gave up Doctor Who, John Pertwee, and went on to Wurzel Gummidge, which I also have here and I like very much. Aunt Sally and the Crowman and all that business. Great fun. And the guy that played the Crowman in Wurzel Gummidge, Geoffrey Bayldon, they always call him the best Doctor Who we never had. And I think that's right. He should have had a go at Doctor Who, Geoffrey Bayldon. Great shame that he didn't. Right, let's get a little bit of brown here. Just see if I can add a bit into the center of the eye here. Right. So back to our dark tone. Not overly convinced by that. Let that dry a minute. Let's go back to this one. Right. I'll get these eyes done in a minute. This guy is awkward because he's at an awkward angle. So I have to do it this way. No, I'm going to have to do it this way. That's not too bad. I think we could stick at that, possibly, Karen. Yeah, we'll call that it on that one. A little bit under the nose. A little bit under the chin. Also under the chin, under the bottom lip, between the bottom lip and the chin. A little bit in the ears. Just to darken them down a bit inside the ears. A little tiny bit behind the ears. Just to give a bit of shadow, that's all you want. Just to give a little bit of shadow, and then down the jawline. I tell you what I did do, a little bit under the chin, and down the other side of the jaw. There you go, that's pretty good. We'll settle for that. I tell you what I did do. I actually made a video how I paint a 135 scale face. I actually made a video, but I wasn't really happy with the way it came out. That's why I've not put it up online. It's very difficult to do, and you're trying to work with a camera in front of you, and I'm thinking I might have another go at it, try and do it again. Right, this guy's got an eye that needs redoing. Because I said I would do that, I would make a video how I paint a face. And so, like I say, yeah, I did that. I just wasn't happy with the results, that's all. So that's why I haven't, what am I doing? That's why I haven't put it online yet. Right, do that eye again on that girl as well. Well, the hands are behaving not too bad, so that's good. I'm persevering with it. I'm persevering with it, folks. Right. Right, a little bit of that down this eye for the girl. Right, let that dry a minute. Blow me, what a day. What a day. Right, let's narrow this eye down a bit. Narrow them down a bit. You don't want the figure to look too boggle-eyed. That's quite good. I think we'll quit at that for that figure. Finally getting there with these figures. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got to make the banner for the WI, which I don't mind doing, really. But like I did say to them, you want me to do it, we have to do it now, because otherwise I'm not going to be in a fit state to do it. There we go, a bit behind the ear. And a little bit down the jawline, and that's this guy done. Well, till we start putting the highlights on it. I suppose this dark stuff, you could call these low lights, couldn't you? I suppose. It's just a bit of shadow tone, that's all it is. Right, let's narrow this eye down on this child. Here we go. Just narrow that corner down a little bit. Are we going to quit at that, Karen? Yeah, I think so. Let's not risk cocking it up again anymore. Let's not risk fouling it up anymore. Right. There we go. No ears on this girl because she's got her hair covering her ears. So we haven't got to bother with the ears on this girl. Right. So what I will do is just what I've been missing out. A little bit of dark tone just in the center of the forehead. There we go. Just a little bit. Sort of foreheady wise. Just because there is a bit of a, on a lot of people certainly there is a bit of an indent sort of here, so darken that down a little bit. Right. Hooray, 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 hooray. Now we can start the highlights. Right, where's my bit of paper here? Medium flesh. Yeah. So we'll use a bit of medium flesh for our first sort of highlight. I have to get my shaking machine out. It's not doing my arms any good, this. Yeah, my electric paint shaker. It's no good in the box. You need to use it if that's what you bought it for. You need to use it. Don't buy these gadgets and not use them, folks. It's not what they're for. They're no good. They're no good in the box. Right, here we go with some first highlights. And that will be up here, center of the nose, a little bit down there, point of the chin, cheeks, top of the ears, all the, ouch, see what I mean when I drop things, you see what I mean? All the high points of the face. We will now add some of this medium flesh tone. Once you start adding stuff like medium flesh tone, the face really starts coming alive. Yeah, really starting to look good now. Yeah. Right, a little bit on the tops of the ears, just to give out a bit of life. Yeah. Yeah, quite good. Yeah, I wish you could see that. You probably can't see that, but that's going to look good. You can also do a bit of this flesh tone on the back of the hands as well. Just to denote the knuckles on the fingers and the thumb. As you can see, the different sort of tones in your hand. So just a little bit of that tone down the fingers there. A little bit down the thumb on that hand. There we go. Is that a moustache he's got? No, I'll put a little tiny bit of this flesh tone on the top lip as well. Just the merest smidgen. There you go. Yeah, good. He's looking good. He is looking good. Right, let's try this old guy with the stick, see what he's like. Yeah, really, once you start getting into the lighter tones on a face, it really starts pulling the face together. It really makes it start looking sort of human, which is nice. How long have we been going here? Hour and 21 minutes. Go a little bit down the side of the nose on the bottom. There you go. Can't really put anything on the top lip or anything. Yeah. I assume this guy is supposed to be Jewish. Yeah, he's going to look quite a good guy, actually. But then you would sort of expect him to, because he's a master box figure. And detailing on the faces of master box figures is always very nice. Right, a little bit on the tops of the ears, just for good measure. Yeah, very nice. Right, a little bit on the back of the hands, I think. Just on the knuckles. A little bit on the fingers. Suppose I ought to start thinking about lunch, actually. What are we going to have for lunch? Ow! There you go. Just a little bit. Down the hands. Yeah, very nice. Time you get the beard and hair done on this guy, I think he'll look all right. Right, so we've got this guy from the bakery. Oh, you got to do it that way, haven't you? I think you got to do it that way, haven't you? Can you see that guy? You probably can't see that guy. It's probably too light now. No. I tell you, I'm gonna get. I might look into later. I've got to get a light box. That's what I gotta get for showing you these miniatures. I've got to get a light box. Like I've said to you before, I'm learning all this as I go along. This is all sort of this is all sort of new ground for me. You know, I come from a world of flat canvases and old masters and so forth. So. But I like this because it's three-dimensional, which you don't get with a canvas. That's nice. This is more of a challenge than doing a sugar old master. Old masters ended up being no real challenge anymore. Although I've got one that I'm partially done here, but they became so sort of I find them sort of so easy to do, old masters, Rembrandts and Vermeers and stuff, that I sort of look for something else painting wise. I like challenges in life. Might even put a little bit of dark tone in the side of his face here, this guy. So look, yeah, I might just put a little bit down there. Yeah, it all looks very patchy at the moment, but it will do until you put on some glaze medium with some red mixed in with it. You add a bit of that, a little bit of red to it. And then when you've done all the highlights, you go over it with the glaze medium, and it gives the figure a nice complexion, and it pulls it all together. Right, a little bit of this on the fingers here. Yeah, giving away all my secrets now, how to paint faces. No, it's just, actually it's just what I've learned from others. from watching people's videos and stuff. And sort of adding your own sort of take on it as well, I guess. There you go, a little bit on the fingers. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all, that Karen. Yeah, he's going to look alright. Onward, ever onward. He got his arm up like that. He must be some kind of resistance worker or fascist or something, perhaps. No, I suspect wearing a beret, he's in the resistance or something. Sounds like could be the postman. How'd a door go then? Could be the postman. I'm owed a package, so might be lucky today. Actually, the package I'm owed was 2 bars of chocolate that I wanted for cookies I was making for the WI. But I suspected it wouldn't get here on time. So I went out and bought some chocolate. So you never know, folks, there might be some chocolate in next month's giveaway. And I gotta be honest, Cadbury's chocolate is no good for cooking. Because you melt it down and it goes sort of stodgy, very thick and gloopy. And it's not really any good for dipping biscuits in. You can do it, but it's not great. I had some dark chocolate from a well-known supermarket, and I melted that down and it was beautiful. It just went really runny and I could just dip the biscuits in it. Just shake off the excess and put them on a tray. That was fine, but the Cadbury's was not good. But that was milk chocolate. So you can't do them all plain chocolate because not everybody likes plain chocolate. Some people like a bit of milk chocolate. And some people don't like chocolate at all, just like plain biscuits. So I did some plain. There you go. got to cater for everybody. See. Ah, little boy, look. See if there's any comments here a minute. Angkor Wat, 3 feet rule. Right, let me just... Thank you, fellow Kerno dweller. Right, let me go. Zvezda are just too good for a small scale. Yeah, I like Zvezda figures. I like Zvezda figures. I don't try to paint eyes. Try it on some Batman. Try it on some Batman 32mm. Appearing on me. 32mm Batman. My efforts looked awful, and I didn't improve with practice. You can do. You can do. David Tennant, temporarily. Apparently. Alright, he's the latest Doctor Who, is he? David Tennant. He's back again. Thank you, fellow Kerno dweller. You're welcome. There are a few YouTubers in Cornwall. Yeah. Boogle, Becktraps, and Tabletop Skirmisher are both... Come on, don't keep disappearing on me. No. Both up to the top end of the county. You're late again, Angkor Wat. Yes, you are. You've missed the monkey. The monkey was at the start of the video. I did it specially for you, Angkor Wat, the monkey. So when we finish the live cast, when it's pinned up on my channel, if you watch the rerun on the beginning, near the beginning, you'll see the monkey, Ely Fogmanis. The monkey was there. But if you're still there, Angkor Wat, if you're still there, hi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Right, can you go away now? Hi. Well, I've got to carry on painting. Don't get like that. Well, I'm busy. Look, we'll have tea and cookies later, okay? Okay. Tea with honey, okay? Yeah, sounds nice. It is nice, and we'll carry on watching that Doctor Who, okay? Oh, okay. Good night. Go on your way. There you go. Ely Fogmanis sphere. But he is on the start of the video, Angkor Wat, if you're still watching. Bless him. Local celebrity, Ely Fogmanis. He's quickly becoming, for want of a better expression, part of the furniture. Yeah, he's quite a good little face on him, this little kid, little boy. Still got to make up the wagon for this little boy. He's got a little trolley thing that he pulls. So we've got to make this up when we got 5 minutes. A little bit more on his Yeah, good, good. Coming along nicely. Hands are not, I've got to say, face is quite good on this little figure, but the hands are not great. Yeah, they're not great hands at all, they're very clumpy. Is he a Masterbox figure or a... Yeah, Masterbox figure, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit disappointing on the hands. Just a little bit sort of clumpy. Ah well. Onward ever onward. Such is life. Right. Thoroughly enjoying painting these actually, yeah. But I do enjoy painting faces. I like painting portraits as well, I quite enjoy. Yeah. Right, a little bit on the cheeks of this guy. Just on the high points. Not so much to paint on this guy because he's got a helmet or a flying helmet on. Right, just a little bit of that shadow tone. I'm just going to go back over his chin again. That's better. Yeah. Shame you can't see these. Shame you can't see them. It's just the way the lighting is in this place. Yeah, starting to crack on with these figures now, which is good. Starting to look like human beings. Which is nice. Right, a little bit on the tops of the ears. Oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do with that guy with the helmet. Didn't do his hands. Yeah, I missed his hands. I'll do them in a second. Can't believe how quickly Saturday morning's going. Rattling by. Absolutely rattling by. Right, okay, just try and keep an eye on the comments. Like I've said before, it is quite tricky because you're concentrating on what you're doing, thinking what you're going to say. Looking at the comments. It's like juggling. It's like juggling 3 balls at once sort of thing, you know what I mean? A little bit up there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Midday, how long have we been going here? An hour and 47 minutes. Right, I'm going to do this one. Figure this gendarme. Then I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. And maybe some lunch. I'm getting quite hungry now. It's not too bad. Given there's not a lot of detail on this particular face. Try and make the best of it with this figure. Doesn't make life easy when there's not much detail on a face. Right, a little bit on the hands, but you're not great on this figure either. But we'll try our best with it. It's all you can do. There we go, yeah, very nice. Very nice, I've done them quite well. Like I always say to you, you give an average figure a reasonable paint job, you can lift it enormously. And this is an average figure, I have to say. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Right. Gotta go and get some sustenance. Damn. Gotta go and get something of nutritional value and a cup of tea. Gotta feed the monkey, that's my excuse. Right, 1 hour and 50 minutes. Thank you all for joining me, those that popped in and out. It's been a pleasure. Thoroughly enjoyable Saturday. Nice company. Have a nice Saturday, whatever you do. Have a nice weekend. Thanks to everybody. Turn that around now. Thanks to thanks to everybody for subscribing. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, been fun. Have a cup of tea, get some lunch, crack on with these faces. At least hopefully today I get the faces done. That'll be something. If I can get the faces done, I'll be quite happy, because that's the main thing on these figures, is the faces. If you get the faces done, the rest of it's just areas of colour. You haven't got to worry about it. Same with a portrait. Somebody once asked me about painting portraits, what do you do first? I say you always do the most difficult bit first, which is the face. There's no use painting all the other stuff, getting that done, and then you come to the difficult bit, which is like the face, and you make a pig's ear of it, and you botch it all up, because all that work you've done previous, that's all wasted. That's all wasted. You do the difficult bit first, which is the face. Once you've got that right, everything else just follows automatically. So we'll carry on with his faces after lunch, whatever lunch is. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Very enjoyable Saturday. Fingers crossed, we'll see you next Saturday.